Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelle, and today we are talking about the Naenka Runner Pro Bone Conduction headphones. So somebody from Naenka Tech China, which manufactures the Runner Pro Bone Conduction headphones, reached out to me at the start of January asking if I were interested in trying out their product. Now, the Runner Pro has been on the market for a while. I've seen reviews dating back from 2021. So Naenka, on its website, offers bone conduction headphones, as well as some other digital accessories. The Runner Pro Bone Conduction Sports headphones retails for about $119.99 or 120 USD. And it's kind of mid-range because there is a cheaper bone conduction Bluetooth headphones. It's the Runner Chic bone conduction headphones. It's $29.99. And then on the high end of their range is the Runner Diver bone conduction swimming headphones at $169.99. The box contains the headset itself, a set of earplugs, an adjustment cord that's silicone, and its proprietary charging cable. These are the headphones, and they basically, like many bone conduction headphone sets, will hook right over your ear just to hold it in place. So it's right over the ear. It actually doesn't have any speaker ports. It's just that some sound is piped out through that. I don't know what this is. It's just a surface, basically. It's a little bit like a drum surface. So I guess our sound is converted from electrical signal into sound waves through this little drum thing. But also, sound is also conducted into your cheekbones and temples through this little curve and this, I guess, driver right here, right? And then they're connected to each other by this, it's not a cable, it's more of like a headband. So it's quite sturdy material. And if you find that this is quite loose for you, you can use this silicone strap to bring it in a little tighter, although I did not need that for my use case. It was quite easy to use out of the box. I just had to turn it on. It says Naenka bone conduction headphones, and then enter the Bluetooth mode. And that's when you know that you can use it for Bluetooth pairing with a smartphone or a smartwatch. Now also, it does have an MP3 mode. So all you have to do to get into MP3 mode is to go to the buttons. There you go. Press this button twice while it's on, and then it will say that you've entered the MP3 mode. This is the power button, so a long press on it will turn it on and off. This is the volume up and volume down button, but they're actually plus and minus because you can use this button. If you long press the plus button, you can skip ahead a track, and if you long press the minus button, you can go back a track. A short press on this while it's powered on will pause music, and then press again to resume the music. And it's also the same button that you use if you're connected to your smartphone, so you can accept and reject calls. Let me read out to you the specs for the Naenka Runner Pro Bone Conduction headphones. So it is rated for 8 hours of playback if your music is set to a 60% volume level. The magnetic charger, which I will show you in a bit, will get the headset up to full in about 90 minutes. It's also rated IPX8 or IP68 waterproof. For many of the use cases, like I sweat heavily, I can get caught in the rain, and I've had some headphones die on me after a wild rainstorm. And I was pretty sad about that. But having a headphone that is rated IPX8, IPX6 is okay, it's splash resistant, but IPX8 is waterproof up to certain tolerances. But yeah, that's great because you don't have to worry about sweating or rain ruining your headphones. Now it also is, it's also waterproof enough to be used while swimming. However, because it does have a microphone port, the instructions state that you can only use it for up to 40 minutes at a time. So my swim sessions usually last much longer than that because I'm quite slow at this point. And also before last week, I didn't really have access to a swimming pool. So I decided not to test this product out in the pool because I didn't want to break it, because I want to keep using the Naenka Runner Pros. Although I've seen on the reviews that if a Runner Pro ends up waterlogged and it breaks, Naenka will send you a replacement set for free. And Naenka ships worldwide. So that's pretty awesome. Like, you don't have to rely on having a physical store in your country to be able to get any warranty, repair, or replacement on your Naenka Runner Pros. Let's talk about sound quality, because a lot of times when people ask about bone conduction headphones, I have to tell them, it's not going to have that deep rumbling bass that you're used to with in-ears or on-ears because they're bone conduction, right? So you get most of the sound transmitted through your cheekbones, through your temples, and at certain vibrations, which are the bass vibrations, you're gonna feel a little buzzing on your temples. And that's actually not comfortable. It's quite itchy. And so I think that's why with previous bone conduction headphone designs, they didn't really focus on those deep basses. They just focused on being able to hear the music that you want to hear or the sound that you want to hear through the headphones. But I was listening to some of my dance music with this earlier today, and I was actually surprised because I could hear really fine instruments that I never used to hear when I was listening to this music on big sound systems. Like, this was my performance dance music stuff. So I would have had to, I was hearing it from big speakers, but it was only when I was listening to that music through these bone conduction headphones that I actually heard a little detail that I'd missed in the 5 years that I'd been listening to that particular song. So it's pretty good if you like hearing individual instruments. And since I'm not really a big fan of painful bass sounds anyway, the fact that this is kind of weak on the bass line, it's not really a major issue for me. Especially since I just use this to listen to music while working out. I mentioned before that when wearing these bone conduction headphones, or basically any headphone with a connector, it would usually catch on the bottle that I wear in my bra. I solved that problem by not wearing the bottle in my bra, but wearing it on my waistband. And so, yeah, nothing's really stopping me from using anything with headbands anymore. This one has 2 modes. You can get your music over Bluetooth, or you can have it stored here, which is a major plus for when you don't really want to connect to a smartwatch or your phone. You just want to run out the door with some music. When it comes to the MP3 music, it plays really well. But the files seem to be a little out of order, because to get the music on this, you have to use the magnetic charger cable, connect it to your laptop, and then drag and drop the files into the folder that opens up. But even if my files were named sequentially, like they had 1, 2, 3, 4 at the start of the file name, they just didn't play in that order. So I'm not sure what it is. It just feels like you're playing music in shuffle mode all the time. Also, sometimes it would just play the same songs over and over, and then I would long press the plus sign to skip to the next song, and it would take a few skips to get to a song that I hadn't listened to. So it's quite puzzling, but at least you have the option of putting MP3s and other lossless audio files on this headphone. To get the music on this, you have to connect the magnetic charger, which is a proprietary cable connection, and then connect it to your laptop. Oh, but before that, you have to make sure that it's powered on and it's switched to MP3 mode before you connect everything to the laptop. That makes sure that the laptop can read it, especially if you're using a Mac laptop. It needs to mount the storage space on this headphone. So it took a while. It took a couple of tries trying to get my computer to read the storage space before I finally figured out you had to have it powered on and then you have to have it in MP3 mode before you connect it to the laptop. But once there, it was easy to drag and drop. MP3 storage space, it's 8 gigabytes. So if you have a whole music library, you can dump it on there. I actually had to dig up my old music from way back when I used to download music. And that's what I dropped into the Runner Pro. It works well enough. It's just a bit on shuffle. It's a little weird, the file categorization. But if you're not particular about the order in which songs are played, you still get music piped in through your temples. Now, let's take a look at this magnetic charger. It connects to the right ear, the right part of the headphone, through these 4 magnetic contact surfaces. So that this is the charger and that is the contact surface. It will only connect this way. If you try to connect it the other way, it's kind of like magnets when you're pointing 2 magnets of the same pole together towards each other, like north and north, and they just try to fight and not stick together. But this one is the same principle, so it will only stick to your headphone one way, not this way, but that way. The other end is a USB port, which you can plug into your computer to, again, access the storage inside the headphone, or you can use a wall adapter for this to charge it with. Now, since this magnetic charger is quite proprietary, you have to take care of it. But I know that Naenka also sells replacement charger cables, so if you misplace it, then you'd have to put an order in, but at least you can still get a new charger. I actually haven't charged it since it came out of the box. I charged it a bit, and then I haven't charged it since. If you're in the market for bone conduction headphones, please do consider the Naenka Runner Pro bone conduction headphones. Alright guys, that's it for this week. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it informative, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!